Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. This is episode 11 of our Hunter the Reckoning chronicle, Whirl and Rush. It's a story about the supernatural, so expect horror and please look after yourselves. The shadows of London have been growing darker as Sonia Bacon and Felix Ducat have pushed deeper into the secrets of Operation Antigen. At the Millennium Mills facility, they discovered that some of the captured vampires, ghouls... Have I remembered to unmute my mic? Because that's a thing that can happen. I'm good. I've been talking and it's been coming out. That's all fine. I'm just getting paranoid after last time. At the Millennium Mills facility, they discovered that some of the captured vampires, ghouls, and other supernatural creatures were being transported in secret to a facility near King's Cross. Both Sonia and Felix have already been somewhat worried by the horror of what they found in the facility, how ghouls were treated, and talk of Operation Antigen learning how to use vampire powers raised some terrifying possibilities. From there, things turn more practical. Felix's drone caught crates being unloaded and taken underground. Documents found near a strange glyph in a car park indicated that someone was conducting experiments. And as we closed, Felix received information that the vampire that had brought him to London in the first place had been seen in the area. We can either choose to pick up directly from there, if you like, or we can move forward a few hours. How would you like to do this?
I think it makes sense to flash forward a little bit.
Sure. I mean, you were both kind of away from each other for a lot of the last session. I'm just going to hold my hand up at the camera to try and get my skin back to this colour it actually is, because this is not my skin colour. Where do you want to reconvene?
Where's good?
You got your... Well, Felix had left the...
Yeah, but I think you would know to look.
His name.
I think you to check in at the pub, or I mean, but he also knows where she lives too. So,
Be reconvene at the pub.
Okay. When Sonia returns to the pub, she might notice that a lot of Felix's stuff is gone, but probably quite knackered, tired, probably going up there to sleep initially. Yeah. And then the next morning... Sorry.
I was just saying I've been up all night, so, you know. So Felix isn't there?
Not during the night, but it sounds like he might be coming by the next day.
Well, I will go to bed. And be very confused in bed before falling asleep.
And the next morning dawns. And the morning always feels a bit more safe, because you know that a lot of the things that you're worrying about are not abroad at this time. And there's a lot of activity in this part of London. You can look out and see people, walking their pets or jogging or just driving to work, that kind of thing.
I think Felix would show up at the pub early morning, maybe with some breakfast, some takeout, some coffee.
Is he still looking for the perfect cup of tea?
He is, yeah. He hasn't found it yet.
Hello, man, whose name I don't know.
It's Marcel. Maybe we could try this part again. He puts a hand out.
Hi, Marcel. So, why the Felix?
It was complicated, but I just wanted a layer between what had happened and who I am now, I guess. And, to make things harder for people like Simon, or my enemies. You've seen how they hunt. They are tied into all sorts of governmental agencies, and, they can dig as well as anyone.
Okay.
So elaborate, dramatic, I don't know. It didn't work anyway. Simon figured it out eventually. And if he figured it out, so did others.
Are you in danger?
Almost certainly. But it wasn't fair to you. I didn't know you, and I work alone. So bumping into you was happenstance. And then I didn't think we were going to keep working together for as long as we did. And it seemed harder and harder to tell you as time went on. I also didn't think I would live long enough for it to matter.
I can understand that, as depressing as it is. Like, what actually happened? Am I okay to ask that?
You can ask it. It's hard for me to talk about. I hope you can understand. And he like slides some of the breakfast stuff over. I don't know what you like really, so I got kind of something of everything. The coffee's good.
I do like breakfast food. Well, Marcel, nice to meet you, and thanks for breakfast.
Think we can work together still?
I think we should.
Glad to hear that. He reaches into his jacket and pulls out the photo that Simon gave him and slaps it on the pub table.
What am I looking at?
Sort of
Storyteller?
do you want to describe it? We've agreed on the description.
Yeah, yeah, if you want to tell it.
Yeah, kind of gaunt-faced man, got balding head, very like thin cheeks. Looks like I'm trying to think of like an apt. He looks like he's been kind of dried up a little bit.
Kind of like an older Chris Eccleston or something, maybe.
That also works, but with no beard.
No beard, yeah.
That,
Wait, does he have a beard now?
He sometimes has a beard.
Okay.
what's the story about this guy? He looks unwell.
Felix drives a combat knife into it just out of nowhere. And he's like, this is the animal that killed my family.
All right. Enough said. Do you not have any rough idea on a location?
I don't. I need to hook back up with Simon. There are too many things I didn't ask him in the moment. Stupid, useless old man. I'm slipping. And there's too many
Sonia,
things to remember.
the background
Yeah.
of the picture is the frontage of St Pancras Station.
Oh. I know that place.
It's kind of palatial red brick. That'll do
We
for
should
now,
head.
actually.
This is around the King's Cross area.
That's what brought me to London. It's why I've stayed here all these years, but I don't know how Simon got this. It changes everything.
So is it a vampire or something else?
I always assumed vampire, but it was so brutal what he did. At first I thought it might be a werewolf or some kind of changeling or something. I don't know. Vampire makes the most sense, maybe. I don't know.
Is this thing related to everything else that we've been looking into?
I think that's what we need to find out.
I have some contacts in the amongst the population of people we hunt. With your permission, I could ask them.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
Fair enough.
It could get back to him that we're asking around. I mean, you call them people, but surely they're not anymore.
They have names, they speak English, and they have opinions on things. I guess I don't know what else to call them if not people.
We can agree to disagree for now.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can see there's like something hard in his eyes. Like he can't think of them in the same terms, but he's like trying for Sonia.
So just to quickly go through the stuff you returned with, in terms of hard stuff, evidence you can look at. You've got footage that you filmed on your drone cameras. Sonia also has evidence that they were like stuff that she saw being unloaded from vans. You've got a partial report that had bits in it, and I'm just going to find my own notes because it was only like a couple of phrases I think I threw in the last session.
Yeah, we kind of had two separate car rides.
Yep, in different. One was leaving as the other ones were arriving. Phase 3 full sunlight test lists side effects as rapid cell death, ocular bleeding, and acute psychosis.
Felix really likes those results. Like, I think I can make a device that will emit that same light, hopefully.
So I saw what I saw. You taped what you taped. Who's our enemy in this?
I think we would have different definitions, but a good rule of thumb for me is if it's not human, it's my enemy. If it is human, it's probably my enemy.
That is a very, very upsetting way to live, but from what you said, I can understand how you got there. When it comes to I guess the question I'm really asking is, who should we try to stop? Apart from this guy pointing at the picture of the guy who did bad things.
Simon gave me a name. Sorry, I'm laughing, the player, but like Marcel is completely serious.
No, I get it.
Fair enough.
It's a thing of like losing the word as well. I'm glad it's not just me. Jean Valin, I think it was.
There's Georges Valin.
Jean Valin.
Jean Valin.
Yeah,
Jean
you see,
Valin.
if you pronounce it through your nose, you're like halfway there.
That just sounds disgusting if I try that.
You just gotta force the air up and out through the nose.
Jean Valin. Jean Valin.
Nailed it.
So Jean Valin.
Now last the tip. Oh no, hang on, wrong game.
Quiet you. So we got Jean Valin, and that's the target. Who else are we hitting?
You kind of brought up a good point, though. We don't fully understand him, and until we do, we need to dig. You know? I don't know enough about what he is.
I have a small library at my place. Go there, see if the name has come up.
Right. And then there's the thing in the sewer. Oh. I kind of welded some of those manhole covers down. Just so you know.
It's probably wise.
I left cameras. I wanted to see what they would do if they thought they were being watched and someone was tampering with their stuff. Like maybe they would try to move, which would expose them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Has there been any movement so far?
I can check the feeds.
Let's go look at these feeds, see what they're doing.
Give me a second. I could have rolled for this outside of the game time, but I didn't.
Like, I'm not thinking they'd move the gargoyle, but like they have that lab.
Yeah.
And I think we've done enough poking around that we made them nervous. So I'm just curious, like, what.
Also, I think from the little poking around you did in terms of like finding information about the gargoyle in the first place, like a gargoyle is a sort of vampire. It must be getting blood from somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you that for free because also, anyway.
I think we had a type of vampire for a while.
You've bounced across several types of vampire. The footage shows nothing happening for a very long time, and then maybe like if you zoomed in, you could see it shaking a little bit, and then the thing flies off, and the people you saw going in emerge. So the powered up soldering didn't really hold, apart from letting them know that someone knew.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
in effect, their danger number has just gone up as well.
Nice.
Well, that's what they will. That now we know what they do if they think they're being taped.
Apparently, at least one of them is extremely strong too.
There's also footage from your drones from when you were filming around King's, because you'd gone there, I think, Felix, and you were checking out the sort of car park place. So there was a glyph on the ground there, floor of the car park, and there were some boxes that were going to be taken away and investigated that had been brought in. Simon has his people took the boxes, so you might expect to hear from him at some point about what was in them. Nobody was recognizing the glyph at the time. And you've got a partial report, which there might be more of somewhere. But you could review the footage from the drone if you wanted.
Yeah, since we're here looking at the other stuff, might as well.
Okay. So you see on the footage, where is it? I'm not actually looking at footage, just I know how that sounds. It's my notes about the footage.
Maybe while he's pulling it up, he would ask Sonia like how her night went.
I'm going to let you answer that. We'll say that there's like a bar in the computer slowly filling up as it copies, so you can read it from the smart card.
Okay, what are we looking at?
Sonia, he'd ask how your night went.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It's now time to mention that I'm very tired, but I'm going to power through. My
Thank
night
you.
was interesting. I went on a road trip with a bunch of vampires, chasing a bunch of vans, seeing them unload a whole bunch of weird-looking stuff, and transporting who I assume to be, well, to you, non-human kind of victims of our pals.
You got into a car with them, like alone?
Yeah, we got an arrangement.
I'm stunned. I'm amazed that you're back here.
I'm embracing the grey, which I have not been very good at, because usually it was used to be quite easy. They're bad, I'm good. Bop with a stick. Now it's, oh, some of them aren't all bad. Some of them just wake up one day and they're vampires, and now there's a whole thing trying to kill them. So there is a lot of grey there. So I got in the car with them.
And what did you find out?
Not exactly a lot, except that there is big, posh, modern-looking building where they were unloading right next to St. Pancras, which is, I point at the picture of Jean Val, whatever his name is, right there, where this chud is standing.
And so, it does seem that things are coming together, maybe.
It's all going together outside St. Pancras Station.
The drone footage opens. It shows crates going into the underground car park, and it's hard to see. There's like a silhouette of a person carrying a very like thin but long case in a sort of box, and there seems to be something on the edge of the. Let's do a roll for this. Actually, give me a. I haven't got your sheets to hand. I should fix that. Give me a. Oh, it's got to be better than. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a intelligence awareness, please. with a DC of 3. I have many pieces of
3.
paper and I'm not keeping good track of them tonight, so I apologise about that. Nailed it. Gosh. 1 success. It's blurry, but you can see a vague like marking on the box in passing.
What is that? Can you zoom in?
Can we do the
Is it the Blade
what
Runner
is it?
thing?
Blade Runner and hats.
Or is it CSI probably do something like that? Law and Order do all kinds of sci-fi
Oh
stuff with
yeah.
photographs.
If I was like a goth girl with like the pom pom hair, I'd be really good at that.
There's a marking and it's blocky, but it looks vaguely similar to the glyph that you saw on the ground, but it's painted on the side of the box.
Yeah, so he'll ask Sonia, like, do your friends know anything about these glyphs in relation to the curse?
I should give you a little bit of detail on that. It's a sort of 9-pointed shape. It's like a circle, but it's got 9 distinct edges, so it's not properly curved.
Well, I can ask them. Can you make an image and send it to my phone? I'll send it to them and be like,
Yeah.
what is this?
I'm sure he can like Photoshop the glyph into like a PNG.
Give me a hard copy right there. So I'm just quoting Blade Runner now.
I technically need a soft copy to send to these people because I don't know if they have smartphones, but they've definitely got phones because I'm in a text chat with them.
It was harder to hunt them before the cell phones. Some of them are so young that they still use them despite the best advice of the older ones, from what I understand.
Sonia, the people you were working with, they're still happily using their phones. You saw a lot of evidence of them using phones.
Yeah. Did I see that they had a phone that could look at an image?
Probably, yeah. They were pretty up to date.
All right. I'll send them a picture of that symbol and be like, "Hey, gang, do you know what this is?"
I'm gonna say that I like denuded it of any sort of visual information. So if it came off the side of the box, like I've turned it into just a graphic. So it's
Okay.
I don't want them getting unnecessary clues as to what I'm looking at.
Okay. Okay.
It probably takes me at least 2 croissants.
You send the message successfully. They write back to Sonia saying, "We don't recognize that, but I've got a friend who knows more about this stuff. I'll have them look into it, and I'll get back to you later."
Thanks, guys. Heart emoji.
Can we also send it out to like our contacts? Like I can send it to Deep D and Simon maybe.
Yeah.
And, didn't you have a guy, Sonia?
I have a guy who has a computer. I'll send it to him too. This is a human being this time.
Oh wait, I actually have him in Roll20, so I can roll him in full view.
So he's like, full on breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Steph is alive.
Good. That's a start.
I'll send it to Millie too. Why not?
Okay.
Let's cover all our bases.
Mm.
Did we see anything like that in that underground lab? I know there were books aplenty and stuff like that.
Yeah, you might have seen the diagram on one of the bits of paper that you saw in passing. So maybe, again, if you were to go through the drone footage very carefully from the one that was a bit more like a remote controlled car than a flying thing.
Yeah, I'm willing to spend the time. And like, yeah, if Sonia's willing, I'm willing to take the time.
As I can.
Seth is a smarty pants.
Yeah, Seth's doing all right. I'm just making sure Seth gets back to you with appropriate information.
I would say, like, now that you guys have a more equitable relationship, hopefully, Marcel doesn't wear that big trench coat all the time or the long sleeves. And so now you can see he's got tattoos on his fingers, going up his arm, both arms, and they appear to be, like military oriented. There's like countries and stuff and hash marks. There's different symbols.
I have no experience in military, so I will say, cool tattoos. Where'd you get them?
In the service.
Like, you were a soldier?
More support, but I was embedded with them. Yeah. I mean, everybody's got to fight, right? But I wasn't like the main ass kicker or anything ever. Mostly IT, communications, logistics, that kind of thing.
Where you learn how to do all of this tech stuff?
Yeah. They dropped me with a bunch of guys, like a forward unit, do some deep exploration. Yeah. Anyway.
Sonia, you receive a text from Seth. He's found out that the design is like once used by Renaissance occultists, and some people refer to it as a fractured star. One person referred to it as a mask of mortal countenance.
I communicate that to Marcel, and also add, does any of that ring any bells with you?
I mean, no, other than it sounds like something Dr. Doom would wear.
A second text says it was a way of confusing angels and spirits by presenting a false aspect.
It was used during the Renaissance?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I text Seth saying, thanks, babe. Heart emoji. Burrito. And a firework.
You get back a series of elaborate smiley faces. And a firework.
Apparently, you both speak emoji.
Absolutely. Michelle, does not, but Sonia does.
Was there anything you wanted to do tonight, Sonia?
I think scoping out St. Pancras is probably the best thing we could do, and especially that building. Seeing if anything comes and goes.
I think that's a good idea. I worry if we're discovered. It's best to be ready.
Well, I mean, before that, I could pop back home to my mini library and see if any of this stuff hits. And then maybe meet you there in the evening.
Yeah, that sounds good. I might have some things for you by then.
And seeing as you got me breakfast, I'll bring you dinner.
All right. None of that English crap.
Oh, hell no. I've now got a hankering for burrito.
All right.
I also have a hankering for burrito now, and I'm not even in the game. I'm just hungry.
I apologize.
It's all right.
Vermont is like the worst place on earth to get good Mexican food, unfortunately.
London is probably not that much better but also most Mexican food here is the Tex-Mex stuff. So not really Mexican, but still delicious.
Yeah. At least you could probably have like good curry and stuff at least as like
That's
a balancing, mitigating factor.
Oh yeah. Brick Lane curry is unlike any curry I've ever had in that, and it was amazing. I will do that again.
At the risk of pulling us back towards the narrative,
yeah,
which is like this is great color because we are in London in the game. It's fine. What are you?
I'll go cycle home.
Yeah, how are you going about your researching? Are we talking computer based or library based or something else?
I have a library.
You do, and we should get some use out of that thing. You also, I think, I have to look at your sheet on Roll20 because I haven't got the paper one to hand. I think it's got...
The hunters must spend about a day researching their quarry before making an edge test. The storyteller, what type of clue they receive upon a win and how vague it is with the clarity. Yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of today doing that and then meeting Marcel.
I should have done a new set of names to switch it up. Sorry about that. I will do.
No, it's all right.
I can remember the
name.
name.
My fault.
Okay.
Marcel is not that hard to remember. So yeah, if I'm going to go back and put in research, I must... I mean, I was hoping to look up a few things, but if it's only one thing...
Well, we can look up a few things and I can tell you what you find based on your Resolve Academics roll with the +1 because of your library. Let me just move my dice.
I'm looking for more information on this Jean... that guy.
Yeah.
And about that symbol.
Okay.
And the Renaissance group that wants to confuse angels?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
You sort of did.
So those two things I would like to learn as much as possible about.
Okay. Then give me a Resolve Academics. That's the rule, isn't it? Pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I add one.
Yeah, we added one.
Library.
Yep.
Bloody hell, 5 successes.
Okay. Right.
I'm so good at books.
Who'd have thought it? Okay. It's adapted. As Seth said, really, it's adapted from a seal that was used by Renaissance occultists who lived in Mortlake in the 1500s. He described it as the mask of mortal countenance in his notes, and a way to confuse angels and spirits. Some of those writings were later kind of censored or lost, so it's kind of, there's not a lot of context for that. There's evidence of it appearing somewhere in the 18th century in Vienna.
Right. So logically, I could come to the conclusion that this is a symbol that could be being used by these people to confuse, their quarry,
or as part of a something designed to do that.
Simon wouldn't be aware of what these people are doing, would he?
Most likely not, but you can always ask him.
If only we had a buddy that was really good at the occult stuff.
I've done my best to adapt this as we go.
I guess I will... Oh, is there anything on Jean blah blah blah?
Yeah, you couldn't find a lot about him. He hasn't... From what Marcel was saying, he hasn't actually been in London that long in the scheme of things. He seems to have been operating outside the areas that you know about.
All right. I'll walk up to Millie, who's probably there, and with the symbol, and be like, what do you know about a bunch of occultists that use this symbol?
Millie does not recognise it. She's never seen it before.
Fair enough. Do you know who this guy is? I hold up. I show the picture of Gaunt Jean, which is how I'm going to refer to him from now on.
Is that an actor or a film star or something? What's going on with him?
He might be a vampire who did some very, very bad things to, the French guy that I've been hanging around with?
Felix?
Yeah, he's not Felix, and I don't think he's French. He's called Marcel. He'd kind of been hiding his identity, and it got too awkward for him to tell the truth until recently.
Some of the designates have to do that sometimes. Go undercover, relocate, that kind of thing. If your cover's blown, it's trouble.
Well, I'm starting to think it was a good thing that I never even bothered with the cover in the first place.
Might not
But
rule it
maybe
out
not.
long term, Sonia.
Oh, I like that name. I don't want to change my name.
I'm not
It's
going to
hard for me to
make
keep
you,
up with all
but
the names when exploring and like investigating like hunts and stuff. I don't.
you've not been
I can't.
hunted back yet.
That's true. Fair enough. Well, me and Marcel are going on a bit of an expedition to St. Pancras tonight. Do you want to come along? I'm
Do
going to
you
get
want me there?
burritos. Well, you might be of help because basically watching this building,
Mm-hmm.
there's this big group that we've kind of become a part of to end vampires in London. They're doing some really messed up stuff, and I'm suspicious of them.
Sounds like you're right to be suspicious, but I don't know, taking all the vampires out of London would be pretty good.
Yeah, but they're also working on ways to use vampire powers to do things, and they're really high up in government. Like this could get real bad. Like they could be worse than the vampires being in London.
Are they actually killing people and drinking their blood?
Well, not yet, but they're looking into getting vampire powers, so that might be something they end up doing.
If they can get vampire powers without having to kill people, that might not be so bad.
What would they use those powers to do, though?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Bound to be someone that wants, everyone wants to be a bit better than everyone else. You've got a power. Some people would want that if they could get it.
Yeah, but I'm not using it to, elevate our station or take anything. I mean, look where we live. Like, I'm not using the power, like, I don't think irresponsibly
Some
or for
people
evil
would.
reasons. Well, then all the reason to figure out like what it is they're doing and what their intentions are, because you get rid of all the vampires, but then you hand a bunch of power to a bunch of mysterious people with compounds doing all sorts of disgusting experiments. Like that could be very bad.
Maybe we need to give it the chance. From the sound of things, London has always had vampires. What's it going to be like without them?
Now, if it was just that, if it was just vampires gone, that would be an improvement, I believe.
But what would you do?
Play Left 4 Dead 2 with Seth, probably.
They might move the designate to somewhere that's got more vampires.
Well, great. I'll move or Raphael will take his stick and give it to somebody else. Well, either way, I think I'd be kind of okay with that if that's
Okay.
what's needed. But the point is, who are these people doing these experiments and seeking this kind of power, and what are they going to do with it if and when they get it? That could be worse than that. Just could be worse, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think we should try and find out. I mean, what do you know? Like you set me on this path to go meet.
I
Who
heard they
turned
were
out
running a big operation and they were inviting hunters to be part of it, and you're a sort of hunter.
Yeah, but like, do you know who these people are?
Government, Secret Service, all that lot.
I don't want to sound too much like a conspiracy theorist, but those are groups that don't necessarily sound. Historically they don't always have the best intentions.
My experience of them is that they're always a bit cagey if you want to ask lots of questions, so you just go with what they give you, and if you want to be part of it, you can be, and if you don't, they'll find someone else. Imagine if we hadn't done this, and then we'd see all this activity happening, and you not being a part of it, and then I'd feel bad for saying no.
Yeah. Well, let's try and find out. Let's go to St. Pancras and watch this building and see if we get any intel. I mean, what's the harm in finding out? We find out. If it's a load of nonsense, we just have a few burritos in St. Pancras. Worst case scenario, that's a pretty good worst case scenario. Do you like Mexican food, right?
Yeah, sure. I'll have something. I can always have like something quite plain if I'm not feeling in the mood for spicy.
All right, we'll stop. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's really good.
We don't have to be full on realistic. You can make something up. It's okay. This is our version of London.
We'll go to Oaxaca, pick up a few burritos, give one to Marcel, and we'll take our positions around the building and keep an eye out.
Okay. I'll make the tea. I'll bring a thermos.
Vampire hunting slumber party.
Hell yeah. So yeah, gather the tea. We will probably get the tube. I'll stop at Oaxaca, pick up just a bunch of burritos. Me and Millie will approach. Oh, unless you, what are you doing during the day? I should say. And
I was going to
hand
check in
over the
with Marcel. Don't worry. Marcel, you had a text from. I've forgotten the name of your touchstone right now.
Deep tea.
Thank you. She's found some of the same stuff, but by the time you get it from her, it's kind of like you've got that information. But she did come up with some of it as well, independently.
All right, I'll tell her about what is it called, Saint
Pancras?
the place Pancras, like
Yeah.
Pan. Okay. Yeah, I'll let her know that I'm on a stakeout with some other hunters, and if she doesn't hear back from me, I'll send her all the info on Jean. Jean Valjean.
I was being careful to not use that name. Jean Valin.
Valin. Yeah.
I'll put those two terms in our Discord. So that's not our Discord. Yeah, it's definitely St. Pancras. A lot of people mispronounce it in St. Pancreas, which is a body part. Deep Sea says she can't make it to the stakeout, but she'll check in with you in the morning.
Oh, sure. No, that wasn't a request.
Okay,
it was
just
like,
checking.
If you don't hear from me, do something with this.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah. I don't think he's like, I don't know. He's not planning long term here at this point.
I'm just gonna pick one of you at random with a die. Okay, it's even. So, Marcel, you get a text from Simon. They've been checking out the contents of the box that they took away.
Yeah.
He's having a slightly confusing time with it, and I just need to find my page where I wrote this part down. This isn't there's large boxes and they contain a small number of containers inside. So it's a container with a container inside. Some of the boxes are mica dust from rock mineral, and some of them are powdered obsidian.
Dang. All right. So player Logan is like, those sounds like components for a ritual. But Marcel has no freaking clue. So he's just like, weird.
And the evening comes and you assemble around, I'm assuming Midland Road, between the creek and the station, or do you want to be somewhere else? Feel free to look at a map of London if you want to see this. If you wanted,
yeah, I would say
take the realism up.
Marcel sent the day crafting. I think he's got some weapons for everybody when we meet it back up.
Okay, what weapons are we bringing?
I'm hoping to fire some of those exotic rounds.
Yep.
So I'm thinking like close combat stuff, probably like sawed-off shotgun.
Mm-hmm. But with your
With, like-
special bullets.
Yeah. And I don't know how far I can go with it, but maybe some type of like feed system so that we can fire more quickly. So I guess that would be like a short auto shotgun. Do those exist? They probably do. People are crazy.
We
They make
can invent
ridiculous
one.
stuff.
I'm tired of
Nope,
not having the
those
sheets.
exist.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Love that. Great.
Those are insane. I can't believe those are real things. All right.
Fantastic. I'm not worried about this at all.
So auto shotguns are real apparently, and
they will come for you. I'm usually very careful with all my bits of paper, and right here I do not have any hunter sheets. Okay, I will look at your Roll20 ones and try to not let everything fall on me here.
yeah, it's definitely going to involve some rolls.
Yep. So it's going to be. You've got rolls on your sheet that give you. I don't want to tell you the roll, and then it turns out your specialism says no, do it this way.
So if I look under, so it's all under improvised gear for the most part.
Yeah.
Under that, it says I can devise any number of useful short-lived tools and aids, and then under that, I've got arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal says access to or can jerry-rig a wide variety of weapons not available to the public. Firearm, melee weapons. It is saying plural, so I'm thinking like 2 shotguns.
It should be doable. You've got the whole day.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Let's see. Winning a test at difficulty 4. Single weapon at the start of a scene.
It is on your sheet as well. I can just throw it into the chat. Yes, it's going to be intelligence and either craft, technology, or science. So I think for making the bullets, it's going to be a craft. And if you're going to adapt weapons, we're probably talking technology or science.
Okay. So I'll do the crafting the rounds first.
Okay. Right? And this will just do for your whole little arsenal that you're taking with you.
Okay. Oh crap! What was that difficulty?
4.
4. Okay. And
do you want a willpower?
Easily, yeah, I was just gonna do that. So that would be you get what 3 more?
Yep.
Okay, hold on a sec.
You did that very quickly.
So yeah,
2 more successes.
2 more successes.
That's 4. You've hit the 4.
So that meets it.
Yep. So you can have your specialist bullets. What you making?
I was gonna go with the tried and true Ralphus. Wasn't that what
it was?
The other person had that seemed pretty useful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think that's how you say it, Ralphus. Incendiary explosive rounds.
I think I don't mind not knowing, but let's use it for that because we have to use a word. But yeah.
Yeah. It says it ignores body armor, does 5 damage aggravated. Holy crap.
It's going to be a fun time for whoever gets shot at. I say fun, it's going to be terrible.
I mean, they always say someone could take your weapon away and shoot you with it, right? So
it's always a worry.
Yep.
I don't think Sonia's ever been booked by her staff.
No, that would be funny. The good news is I don't think you have to be really good with a shotgun at close range. So even Sonia.
That's true. It's going to be a low difficulty. I've got my screen here. I could just look at it. It'll be on there. Yeah, shotgun at close range, you get a +4 on your damage. So that'll be fun. And how do you want to do the roll for the technology? So for your adaptation to make the shotgun
to modify?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a technology.
Yeah,
crafting technology.
I've got like science, engineering. I've got.
You've got up the full short.
Oh yeah,
you've got loads there. I'm going to say crafting technology, and it's going to be 4 again.
Okay. Do.
It is 7 successes.
That is nasty.
Because you got a crit.
Wow.
This thing is smooth. This thing, it just slides through. So you empty the barrel, and the next one just glides in very quickly. You've got a good rate of auto reload, I guess is what you'd call it. I'm not au fait with guns, I'm sorry. But it works well, and it's likely to hold
It's
out.
shooty good.
Yeah. I'm going to give you the world for a crit or two.
I'll take it. I have a feeling I'm going to need every bit of it.
Maybe not tonight, but you're going to need it, yeah. So we'll keep track that you have that.
Okay.
And as someone else might put it, I'm going to make a note.
As long as multiple things
happen at once. We've already had that in Vampire. I also made reference to a layer cake. Right. I nearly said something I shouldn't say on stream there. I'll tell you later. Okay, we're assembling. St. Pancras and the Crick are kind of... You've got a street up the middle. It's a large train station that kind of is rectangular with the broad side onto the main road, Euston Road. King's Cross Station's opposite-ish. It's very nearby. It's kind of a diagonal this way. Where do you want to position yourselves? So you've got the important places you know about are the car park at the Science Building, which is where Sonia got the idea about where the boxes were. Sonia was in there with her bicycle. You've got the little staff car park at the train station, which is where you found the glyph and the boxes with what turned out to be obsidian and mica inside. Do you want to have different people in different positions and then keep in touch via phone? You've got many options.
Yeah, I don't know the area well. I think I just want to hang out with Sonia. And since she knows the area, I trust where they say to go.
I will.
Is there any way we could get onto the roof of the British Library and oversee the car park area?
Yeah, you know what? The British Library has an outside seating area, sort of garden thing on the roof. And if you positioned yourself there, you'd see into the car park pretty well, and you'd probably see into the creek too.
That seems like the best place.
It does, doesn't it? That's a bit worrying that I know that. I'm going to have to figure out...
I think if we place Millie on the ground in front of the crick so she can see anything pull in, me and Marcel in that British Library spot, we got both sides covered.
Okay, I think we're going to see how well you can get into the British Library and get on the roof and stay there after closing time. And I know this might not be a great role for you, but we're going to try intelligence and streetwise.
Intelligence is pretty high.
Cool. That might carry you.
For both?
You don't have to get into the light. I mean, you could both do it if you want. We could do it as a combined thing.
I rolled 2 successes.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a... Okay. Do you want to roll it as well, Marcel?
Sure. It was streetwise.
Streetwise and intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence streetwise, but it has to be backwards because roll 20.
Yeah.
If I'd known about the other dice roller thing, we'd have been using that, but I don't want to mess around now we've started. I am going to put a rough map in the Discord. People who are watching, we're working with real places here, so if you just look on Google Street View and look up St. Pancras Station, you can see this too. Okay, we've got 2 and 2. I'm now going to roll for the British Library security staff. I swear to God. They are not having a great day. So I'm going to say that between the two of you, you managed to get by them. You look... Marcel looks fairly intimidating. Sonia looks like a kind of student that they usually get in there all the time. They won't try and clear you out immediately, and maybe you find somewhere to hide until after closing. And on the roof, there's cameras, but they're not paying close enough attention that night. It's March. Maybe they've got reasons. Anyway, I'm over-explaining for the sake of 4 versus 3. You have your position. And now we wait.
I'll text Millie being like, we're in position. How's your burrito?
Not too spicy, thank you. Millie's sitting in the car. I think Millie's got a car, is that correct? I don't want to give her a car if she didn't have one.
I don't think I gave her one, but if she has a car, she has a car.
Where else? She's sitting unwrapping this tightly wrapped tinfoil package, and there's like steam coming out of it as she opens it up, and like rice dropping from it as she bites into it.
Eat up, Marcel. This is the good stuff. A hacker.
I brought something for you too.
No sponsorship.
Pulls out this shotgun with a pistol grip and like a feeding mechanism that looks completely jury rigged.
Oh wow! Thanks. I don't know how to use this.
Has Sonia ever fired a gun?
No. But I'm going to appear very grateful and hold it all night, not to offend Marcel.
Look, it's really simple. You just point that end out, and it's effective within 12 yards. Like, it'll just cut anything in half. Also, I put those rounds in there that, well, you saw what they did. That Lucas had.
Yeah, cool.
I had to make them myself, but I'm fairly certain they'll work. I mean, It's hard to source the ingredients.
I hold the gun in one hand and the stick in the other, and I just say, I am mighty.
The stick's glowing a bit in the night air.
We got work to do.
Just in case things go sideways, I don't know. I'd feel better if you had something more than a stick, even though that stick is pretty dang useful.
It does all sorts of stuff now. It keeps doing new stuff.
Really? That's like evolving?
Yeah. I guess Raphael is into whatever the hell I'm doing. Like it protects me from certain kinds of injury. At various points, it can empower me. I can use it to attract certain people or detect them. It does a bit of everything, this stick. It's got more. Well, it's not quite as good as useful as an iPhone, but for specifically hunting purposes, it's pretty great.
This must mean that whatever is doing this is approving of what you're up to, maybe.
And can you please both roll wits awareness? Carry on talking if you want, but
yeah, Marcel's basically just like, maybe this means, that there is something out there looking out for us after all. Like, he didn't really think of that possibility before he met you. And then he rolls wits and awareness.
I got 3 successes.
I see.
I'm just like, well, Raphael seemed to I can't imagine that Raphael would do this to the stick unless he was into it. So, maybe Raphael's on our side, although I'm not entirely sure if I met him or like an agent for him. When it happened, I was like, I became like energy. I wasn't really a person for a while. And they didn't communicate with like words and language. It was more like colors and feelings. I don't know. It was very weird.
Yeah, it sounds kind of out there.
Oh yeah. But then, like, this thing offered me superpowers, so what was I going to do? Say no? Maybe I should have said no. A lot of comic books I've read have been about how superpowers are bad. But I'm making it work, it's fine.
All I can say is being out there on your own with no one else to count on, wishing that a higher power would get involved. I don't know. I'd take 2 of whatever you got.
Well, pray to Raphael. He seems all right. He's not on. He's kind of he kind of got into a thing with God, as I understand it. Didn't really agree with God, cursing Cain and creating vampires, and to that I agree. Like that was a mistake on God's part, I think.
I did not have Sonia down as dropping Nodist lore on the main, but okay.
This might be. This is probably why those St. Leopold's people hate me, because, you know, their God made a mistake, and I keep saying that he did.
Not all of them.
You almost don't see it, but the 2 men wearing high-vis jackets, they blend in really well, but they're carrying a long, thin case. And they've walked out the car park.
I'll text Millie saying, watch out, there's 2 guys carrying a long case coming out.
Okay, I'm going to say that
I'll give 3 guesses what's in that case, and the first 2 don't count.
What? Just so we're on the same page, what is in that case?
I said I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
I wouldn't even want to guess.
I mean, it's looking a bit like a coffin, eh?
It's much thinner than that.
Oh, much thinner. Okay.
It's like what you'd carry a painting in, maybe.
Okay, well.
Maybe if they'd been flattened. I don't know.
Yeah. What is this, a coffin for paintings?
Yeah, it could be like where you've not got a lot of depth to bury someone in. You can squish the body down and then.
Can
I got hit by a steamroller. All right.
Can I use my smartphone and get the camera out and zoom in on them?
Mm-hmm.
And take some pictures. And also, if I zoom in, do I see anything any clearer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna double check because I you know what, you give me the perfect opportunity to not have this be a wits and awareness roll. It's going to be a wits technology. Because you're looking through your camera.
No successes.
Okay, it looks blocky. It's dark. It's hard to see on your phone. Like the cameras on these phones, they aren't fantastic. It's not helping you much.
Do you have any other technology that could zoom in, Marcel?
I mean, yeah, definitely. But it takes some time to deploy. Like, I think, like, theoretically, I could cobble something together in one round, but that would be really hard. And probably in one round, they might be inside. So
you make a good point. They go to the end of Midland Road and take a left along the front of the station. You can't see them now. Millie can. You get a text from Millie. I can see them. They're heading inside the station.
could they possibly be ferrying back and forth? Like, it's not like they moved it once and we got lucky. It's like they're moving this thing a lot, whatever it is.
This is a different thing. So the flat things, they were arriving and being unloaded. And Simon's group intercepted one of those, which is the stuff with the mica and the powdered obsidian inside, and powdered mica and obsidian. Yeah.
Okay.
This other thing, they hadn't seen at the time. You saw it getting unloaded. They're carrying it round into the station now.
Gotcha. Okay, I was mistaken.
That's okay. I wasn't clear enough, so that's fine. It's me. I want to make sure you've got all the information.
Millie and say, could you follow them from a safe distance? Don't put yourself at risk, but see where they're going.
Oh, I'm going to do some rolls for Millie. Millie doesn't need hunger.
Yeah.
She's just had a burrito.
I feel like at this point, even though like Marcel doesn't have a lot of a cult or anything like that, he's been around Lucas. He's been around all of these folks. We've been talking about the ritual.
Do you want to try
the tree thing. I feel like it's not that far of a leap to guess like, oh, these are like components for a thing,
Yeah, sure.
and like we might be walking smack dab into the middle of some kind of vampire ritual that's fairly
Okay.
crazy. Those are his
Ooh,
suspicions.
okay. Millie is an inexpert tailor, as in one who tails, not like one who makes clothes. I didn't think through that sentence before I said it. She follows them from a distance inside. They're quite easy to spot once they're inside the station. The station is full of people who are often getting Eurostar. There's lots of people with big cases, large amounts of family with them. Two guys walking, like carrying a large case that looks like it could be holding an artwork of some kind. People get out of their way, but it doesn't look unusual. She follows them and reports back as she goes. So you get a text saying they're walking down the stairs from the upstairs entrance. You get another text saying that they're walking up to the back, heading towards where the ticket offices are, and the entrance ways down to the underground. Then a frantic other message saying they haven't gone on the underground, they've gone to the back of the building into a sort of circular area where there's like a series of shops. And then all caps, they're at left luggage.
What the hell are they doing at the left? They're leaving it at the left luggage?
Can confirm they have not got the case anymore. Should I keep following?
Would that roll that I made in roll 20 be good enough to kind of be like, I think something's going down ritual wise? I did like an occult intelligence.
Yeah, you got a sense of it. I saw that.
Yeah.
I was just
I'm not trying to say like I know everything.
No,
but
you don't
just
know.
like,
You don't know everything at all by any means. But like you've got a sense of like there's some magic nonsense happening right here.
Yeah, I think
There's like
you
a
would
whiff of it
tell-
in the nostrils.
Yeah, I'd be like, Sonia, I feel like we need to interrupt whatever this is, and doing so will probably provoke a crazy response, right? Well, that's why we have these. And he like pats the shotguns. But
So-
I just can't help but feeling we don't want them to do whatever it is they're gonna do. How could that be good for people like us?
We need to get into that left luggage and get that case.
Yeah, or destroy it. I don't know what it is, but it can't be good.
I'll text Millie and ask, is this a 24-hour left luggage?
I'm going to say that
presuming-
it is. I can't remember in real life if the actual one is, but yeah, this one will be.
If it's the St. Pancras, it's almost certainly going to be 24 hours.
It's going to be open quite late, and like I think they're only closed for about 4 hours a night or something. And this is the world of darkness.
I don't mean to offend you, but if you care about Millie, I'd have her pull out now.
Good shout. I'll text Millie. Get out of there.
You get a text back going, "Okay, dear," and a thumbs up.
Ironically, she's probably going to be way better at this than we are.
I know our job is going to be. If I could Google on my phone the opening hours of the left luggage in St. Pancras.
Intelligence technology, please. Yeah, I'm going to leave this up to a roll.
Do I succeed in Googling something?
Do you get the information that you're wanting? Yeah, you do. It's going to be open all night. You're fine.
All right, it's going to be open all night, which means there's always going to be people there, which means getting it's going to be tough. We're going to have to. I'm never going to be able to lie to them and pretend that I'm the one who's picking it up.
I think just smash and grab. Like, I've got the lockpicker.
We're talking armed robbery in one of the most used stations in Europe.
What do you want me to say? Like, what they're going to come and get this thing at any moment. We don't.
I mean, I should remind you, like, security is higher than normal. There are armed people all over the place from various security services. They've installed extra cameras and some specialist imaging devices on all of the ways in and off of the concourse and onto the platforms.
Maybe we could do this the backwards way. What if we contact Simon, tell him what we know? Maybe he can flex on the security that's here. It just might take too long. We've got to be ready to act.
All right, you do that. I'm going to try something weird.
All right, let's get weird with it.
I'm going to climb down or leave and head over to St. Pancras
Okay.
and head over to the last luggage, obviously.
Yep. And you can get there. It's between a pharmacy and a newsagents that's full of Paddington bears.
I'm going to walk in and be like, "Hi,
Okay.
here to pick up."
I think this is going to be charisma and performance.
Can I make an argument for manipulation?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Do
That
manipulation.
doubles the amount of dice I would have available for this roll. So what was it?
Manipulation and performance. we know how many dice performance gives you. It's none.
One success.
One success. Okay.
What does that do?
I'm gonna roll on behalf of the people at the left luggage who are tired and okay, they got 2 successes.
Nice.
Okay, how does this play out? I think you have to begin.
Hi, I'm here to pick up a case for my uncle.
Have you got the number and the ID?
He doesn't have ID. He's one of those people that doesn't do that. Like,
I
he doesn't
can't
want
give
to
you if you haven't got evidence of like.
What if I describe it to you?
You can describe it all you want, but like you can literally see them. They're behind me.
It's okay. I turn around and cover my eyes, and I describe the case that I've just seen to them, being like, "Look, I'm not lying. That's what it is."
And you're not lying. That's exactly what the cases looks like. But I can't give it to you without the document. The chit. I'm trying to say that very carefully. Chit.
Okay, I'm going to try a new thing. How much money am I likely to have on me? I'm poor, but I have a stipend. Like, so I don't know how much money that would result in, but how much cash would I have? Oh, game master.
Yeah, this
You
would
know what?
be.
I'm doing a bribe. I want to do a bribe of whatever I got on me.
I'm hearing that. I'm just checking like your background and you've got 2 dots in background, and I'm trying to think how that would translate. I don't want to spend hours flicking through a book. I'm going to do a roll.
A monthly stipend provided by the Minders Council.
And you haven't been like throwing cash around. You were given a phone. I don't think it's going to go well. Like, you're getting the sense that they're quite formal, and that maybe it wouldn't work even if you had a lot of money to give them.
All right, last attempt. Then I'm going to give up on this. I'm just going to be like, all right, so I'll level with you. I'm going to pull out my stick. I'm going to light it up.
What the heck is that? Are you like a cosplayer?
No, there's no electricity here. It's magic. It's angel magic.
Take your magic away from the store. I'm not even sure you're allowed.
Vampires are real.
Oh.
And there's some vampire stuff going on. I need that case to stop it.
Security.
It's coming. Oh, it is coming as well. That was 3 successes. They're suspicious as heck. They're worried about you. They're trying to summon security.
I'm going to leave.
Okay.
How big of a distraction would a shotgun going off close by make?
Big-ish, but probably not big enough back there. Sonia, can you give me Dex Athletics for running away? Please.
Don't put those long legs to use.
I'm pretty good at this. 1 success.
Okay.
Out of 5 dice.
So good.
I'm just going to roll for the...
Wait, you should do willpower, Michelle.
You spend 1 willpower, you get 3 rerolls.
I'm going to spend a willpower and
Yeah.
do a bunch of re-rolls.
I'm going to carry on my
Otherwise-
roll on behalf of security, but I'm not going to tell you what the result is yet.
Is this I need to roll 3d10, is that right?
You don't have to. You can re-roll as many as you want, but you could. Yeah, you might as well re-roll 3d10 because you've got 4 failures. That's still none.
Right. So what happens?
This will be an interesting night.
Okay. I got 2 and you got 1. They pursue, but you're a kid, and once you're out the building, they don't persist. But you may now have issues going back in there.
I
tonight.
text Millie and say, I don't suppose you heard a number or a name by any chance.
Millie
Whilst they
takes
were-
back, I was too far away. Millie barely got enough to do that tale.
I'll text Marcel and Millie at the same time and say, I fucked up, guys.
Hear me out. 2 helicopter drones with pincher claws. Go in.
You're welcome to try anything you like, but you did have a neat idea of trying to summon your help.
Yeah, no, that's what I imagine Marcel was doing while Angel Girl was off there on a tangent.
Okay.
I think he's going to contact Simon, let him know where they are, what they just witnessed.
Okay.
Ask him if he's got any pull with the security there.
Oh, I should be rolling in the thing that's got. Never mind.
Even if he was like, there's a bomb alert and it pulled some guys off, that could help us.
Okay. How are you phrasing this? So, like, you're trying to get Simon to give you access, or you're trying to get Simon to access it for you?
Well, I think I'm telling him where we are and what we're about. And I think that the request would basically be, do you have any pull with these security forces? As in, like, can he move them to a different area, like either by giving them some kind of piece of false information that they investigate, or even allow us to come and take the item without, whatever he could do. I don't know what
He
his
messages
capabilities
back
are.
saying, if we need access to something because of an ongoing terrorism incident, we will get access to that place because of the ongoing terrorism incident.
Okay. But then that's like them with it and not us. So
Where do we need to be?
was it Saint Pancreas?
Yeah, Pancras, yeah.
Yeah.
St. Pancras Station. Okay.
Gotcha.
I don't know who Pancras was, but apparently he was a saint.
And they named the station after.
Pancras of Rome, a Roman citizen who converted to Christianity and was beheaded for his faith. That's where that name comes from.
Cool.
So they like have his head in a
I
case.
don't
there
think
or
so.
something?
There's a church nearby. I think the church is named for him and the station is named for the church.
Somebody's
And the
got some
station
relic.
is right next to King's Cross Station,
Mm-hmm.
which seems a peculiar choice, but that's London.
We talked about this before. It's because different railways own different stations. So, like, the one company
Yeah.
had this one company had that one, another company had
Yeah,
used
you said.
I'm a geek. I'm playing this online. Do you want to send Simon in to just get the thing? Or do you want him to allow you access to the thing?
I'm hoping that we'll have access to it. Like I'm not coming with him with the info so that we can get cut out. Essentially,
Got you.
I just, as a player, I'm not sure how to phrase that.
I'm just checking whether you want him to retrieve it and then I can roll, or whether you want to have you do the rolls.
I'd like to
mechanically.
retrieve it. Yeah.
All right.
But I didn't know if he could make it easier for us to
He
do so.
can let security know that you get special dispensation, and they will help you get to the thing, and
Nice.
then they will be applying intimidation to the staff.
Okay.
Their intimidation is pretty high.
So does that mean Simon's sending some gents like our way to help
No,
escort
Simon's
him?
telling some gents who are already there
Okay.
that you get access. And I'm gonna do a quick roll to see
So
how that-
Marcelo hook up with Sonia and like explain the gambit. Like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Simon's gonna try to get us access.
I should do a proper roll because that was just dropping
It
them.
might not be a good idea for me to come with you for this because I kind of
Yeah,
I think they think I'm insane.
you're my backup. So if anything goes wrong, make a distraction.
All right, I'll be behind you then. But if you could do me a favor and pretend to be my uncle, then I
No,
can
you.
come.
I mean, like, you stay out here and keep eyes on the situation, and if
All right.
things go sideways, you can leap into action, right?
Will do.
Marcel, you walk into the station's side entrance, which is at the tickets. So you've got like a way down to the underground on one side, and straight ahead there's a couple of eating places. There's a bunch of shops down on the left. Sonia probably told you that's where it was. And as you turn the corner, you can see left luggage straight ahead of you.
Okay.
You've got quite an interesting look. Maybe, let's say Simon snatched a picture at some point. He may have an image of you, and it's been forwarded on. The security guards know who to look for. They come and talk to you.
Marcel kept his like former Canadian intelligence stuff, like in case it was handy at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He just tries not to show it off very much because it isn't, it's expired.
So they give you the nod of acknowledgement, and they walk with you down to the left luggage office.
All right. I send Sonia a thumbs up emoji.
I've already rolled on behalf of them intimidating the staff. They fall to pieces so fast that people would get hit by the shrapnel. They're like, yeah, whatever they can do to help. The big flat case is retrieved. Should you be taking this, sir, or do we need to dispose of this?
I need to know who dropped it off here, who signed for it, who's paying for it, all those things.
Okay, it was paid cash. Where's my book? Sorry about this. I really should have put like markers in this book. Markers in all the other books.
I've never done this sort of thing as a person, so I don't know if you have to like leave a name and a phone number.
I don't think you always have to. I think usually it's just they give you a ticket of some kind, and you take it away, and then when you come back, you give them the ticket back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's yours." Give you the thing.
Okay, so it's fairly anonymous.
Yeah, moderately, and I think that's probably what we're going to be relying on. They haven't got a name.
Okay.
It's not been logged for whatever reason. Maybe it's done quickly. Maybe they weren't expecting to be long. Maybe they only take a name when it's there for like a couple of days rather than a couple of hours. But this was only put in for like a maximum of 5 hours.
Okay, so yeah, Marcel will tell him that yes, he'll be taking it, but he also has something that he needs. I'm gonna try to push it.
Okay.
Like I know they were intimidated into helping us, but seeing the state of it, he's like, I wonder how far I can go with this. So he's gonna ask for remote access to their security feed so that he can get images of the people who dropped it off, like from multiple camera angles, that sort of thing.
The security staff say that you'll have to get additional authorization for that, but the person that their command came from can probably organize that for you, but they can't just give you it.
Yeah. What if he tries to like throw the word terrorism around a lot? It works for everybody else.
Oh, here we go. Okay, then give me a. It's gonna be charisma persuasion. No, manipulation persuasion if you prefer. I think it's the same number for you.
What about subterfuge?
Subterfuge. Oh, you're just gonna lie about it. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not really terrorism.
It's going to be subterfuge manipulation. Well, they all think it is terrorism.
Right. All right, let me try that one. Let's see.
There's some security know what's going on, but most of the general police think that it's a terrorist incident that's taking place. Like,
gotcha.
That's 3 successes though, and they're not difficult people. They can't just wire you in, but they can show you what they have.
Oh, cool. I've got a flash drive. We could just port it in.
Okay.
Everything works that way, right?
I don't. It doesn't, but for the sake of speed, I'm going to give you access to the security footage from around the station in the last, let's say, 12 hours. How long do you want?
As much as I can get, so 12 hours would be fine. I just wanted to see if they do this like repeatedly. Like
okay.
If those same individuals came in and dropped off stuff.
You have the footage. Repeatedly. If you want to spend the time now and look through it, then it'll mean you can't be doing other stuff, or you could keep it and look through it at a later time.
Yeah, we're going to bank that and then get the heck out of there with the case to meet back up with Sonia.
Got you. You have the case. Are you going to open the case in the station or take it somewhere else?
Heck no.
Okay.
No, I think we need to get to a secure location. Sonia, they're going to be really pissed off when they find out this is missing. Like,
then really, let's leave.
Like, we need to go somewhere we can't be traced to. So there might be one of those things in here, you know, like that red gem. Oh, what did Simon say?
Bloodstone.
The bloodstone. Yeah, so that we should look for that first.
All right, well, give it here. I open the case and look for a red stone.
Okay, inside the case, it's very well padded. There's a small package of papers on the top. Underneath, there's a big like frame thing that's all wrapped up very tightly in multiple layers of paper. You don't see any sign of a bloodstone. Sorry, my stomach is rumbling again.
So, idea: we photograph everything completely, stick it back in there with one of my like GPS trackers.
Okay,
that's amazing. That's a wonderful idea. All right, I'll start taking pictures of everything on my phone.
Okay, are you opening up the envelope with the papers in it?
I mean, does it look like doing so would destroy it? Or
no, it's not. It's not sealed. It's just.
Yeah, if it's not sealed, I'll open it right up and take pictures of everything inside.
Okay, cool. Check your Discord.
Oh, goody.
I'm putting documents in the Discord. For the sake of people watching, I can't share it with you immediately, but for people on YouTube, I'll try and flash it up, and you might be able to like pause it. I hope. I'm inexperienced with some of this.
Oh my gosh, this is way better than I thought. I thought it was going to be some weird vampire curse or poison on Michelle. So.
Do any of you want to read that out, just so it's not just me reading it?
The Mortal Mask, Experimental Protocol version 9. Required materials in precise order of procurement. Vitae of the caster, freshly drawn, 1 Rouse measure. Catalytic distillate prepared by a chemist of the Duskborn. Note, potency improves if the alchemist is ignorant of the final application. Voluntary mortal sample. A drop of blood or hair or scrap of skin. Better still something intimate. Heartbeat residue clings to the living. What the fuck does any of this mean? Mineral region, mica dust, or powdered obsidian must be pure, must not have seen the sun. A mirror without memory, never used, never exposed to daylight. Procedure. Cast a circle in powdered regions. Geometry matters. Use 9 points, not 8. 8 led to failure in version 5. See note on Clara case. Mix mortal sample with alchemist distillate in glass vessel. Vessel must be older than the mortal donor. 3. Spill Vitae into the mix. Do not stir with metal. Use bone or ivory. 4. Place the mirror face down in the center of the circle. Pour the mixture onto its back. What? 5. Chant the third veil invocation while tracing the circle Widdershins.
Yeah.
Bracket, do not rush. Rhythm binds the disguise. To me, this might as well be just a collection of random words.
No, but it's writing a picture, right? So like the obsidian and the mica was in those boxes that Simon grabbed.
Oh.
And so we have, I mean, we've got them. We've got everything. Look at this.
So in that case, we should maybe destroy this.
I would say yes, but they have access to cameras as well. I mean, they've got to have more than one copy of this, although maybe they keep it tightly controlled. I don't know, like the KFC special recipe.
What say we just remove one of these ingredients and keep it?
Or we swap it for something so that the ritual goes haywire.
Well, wait. What do we think this ritual will do?
Do you see that second page there at the bottom?
When perfected, they will never know who walks beside them. Even the witch hunters will smile and let me pass.
I don't know what the hell a duskborn is or half of the words on here, but in order to pass muster for hunters, they need to walk in daylight. They need to be able to be pricked and bleed, to have breath. I don't know. I think one of the end results of this ritual is the ability to pass as alive and endure the sun, maybe. But we should talk to someone who knows way more about this. I'm just guessing. What do you think?
I'm leaning towards destroying this. Or sabotaging it in some way.
I think if we destroy it, they'll know something's up, and maybe they'll fall back on some other copies of this. Maybe the others exist, right? But if we swap the ingredients, maybe it goes wrong enough to be a boon for us.
Well, I mean, around here, could maybe replace the obsidian powder with pepper from Oaxaca.
Or just like, I don't know, we could figure out what, right? Like, well, so some of it got intercepted, right? Simon didn't replace any of that stuff, as far as I understand. He just took it, right? Or am I getting my facts wrong?
No, you're correct.
Right. So they probably are already sourcing other of that, which probably delayed them. I don't know how long it takes to get obsidian and mica, but
Oh, hang on, let me look at the ingredients. So, I don't know what a vitae of the caster is.
I think I heard that when we were at the lab, the one Simon took us to.
I have an idea. Why don't we just put our blood in it?
No way. No way. No way.
Yeah, that became a bad idea in my head about halfway through saying it.
No, these are like blood mage things. So I don't know even the chance that they could use it to do something awful to you. I don't want to take that chance. But I definitely think we should replace something. But we need to find the other components. So
wait,
tag this.
Is there a mirror in here?
You know what? That's what the large frame is.
I figured that might.
If you were to open it out, it's a huge antique
Is there
mirror.
any daylight left?
It's dark.
Shit. Wait.
Yeah.
Does my staff lit daylight? No, it doesn't. It's just light from like angel shit. Okay.
Angel shit light. Yep.
Is there like a tanning salon near here? We could put the mirror into the tanning bed and maybe it'll then have a memory of...
There likely is, but
that wouldn't work.
How's that going to go down when you turn up at a tanning salon with a massive mirror?
Well, it doesn't say never exposed to sunlight, just light in general.
It says never used, never exposed to daylight.
Used. Right. So it's used as soon as it has a reflection. So probably as soon as we expose it, we've probably done that.
All right. I'll take out the mirror, but not point at either us, and I'll just walk around like reflecting St. Pancras into it.
Okay.
And
so maybe that mirror is now unusable for this ritual.
Yeah, maybe.
Then I'll put...
Are there any other components in here that we could mess with?
Nothing obvious in this container.
Okay. I think we should tag it like So you said it was like a padded case, right?
Yeah.
So I think I want to improvise gear, and I'm gonna like make something thin that I can slide behind the padding.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like through a tiny hole.
I'm going to make you roll for it. Technology and craft,
Yeah,
please.
I would. Yep.
And we'll just see how long this lasts for.
Oh, technology.
While he's doing that, I'm going to angle my phone, playing a YouTube video of some crabs dancing on a beach into the mirror. And so that's one of his memories.
Okay.
Core memory unlocked. Oof, that wasn't great. I'm gonna do another. Whatchamacallit, another willpower.
Willpower. Yeah, you notice that some of the connections aren't quite as good as they could have been, so you quickly unpick some of them and give it another go. You got one more from that.
One more.
You can do willpower multiple times if you want to, but I appreciate you'll be burning through it quickly if you do that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to let it rock.
Okay.
We've already messed with the mirror, hopefully, and the second part, maybe isn't as good as it could be, but well.
Okay, so that's 3 successes towards making a tracking device. It's going to make another note, because that may have a longer term implication. Heck of a time for my pen to stop working. I think my neighbours are testing me. A lot of people just seem to drive past in like very loud cars or motorbikes. I'm not sure what. Now someone's alarm is going off. So sorry if you can hear that.
Oh, so I just did like a rules clarification. I looked up improvised gear. If I don't meet 4, I don't craft the thing.
Oh,
so I'm not able to do it.
Okay, well, we've only hit 3 then. So
yeah,
sorry. Thank you for checking that. I assume you've made something. It's just maybe in this case it doesn't work. And you activate it, and you're not getting any signal from it at all.
We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, where we just, try to slap a tail on them.
All right. Well, I mean, we can do that. So, are you ready to put all this back together? And
Yeah.
oh, wait 1 sec. I look up on my YouTube app Tim Mitchin's "Go Fuck Yourself," and I show that to the mirror.
Okay.
Right. Then I cover
Unless
the
you
mirror.
got a spare air tag on you, then I think
No, they're not invented yet. Tim mentions Pope's song, which
Yeah. So I'm just like, right, that's good. That's done. Cover the mirror up, put everything back, and I think you should return this to the left luggage. I'll stand out here.
Good idea.
Hang on. I think. Can you both give me a craft manipulation just for repacking this, please?
Yep.
What?
Craft manipulation craft. It should be, but in terms of you rolling it in roll 20, it'll be craft manipulation.
My craft's not great.
I think Marcel may be carrying you on this one.
2 successes out of 2.
That's as good as we could hope for. I mean, the only way to get that better would have been if they were both crits, and they were both 9s.
Sorry, trying to get this thing to work.
It's fine. So between the two of you, get 5. This is packed up pretty well. No one would know.
All right, yeah. Marcel will attempt to replace it.
And you package it all back up. It's looking as good as it was when you got it. Mirror sealed, paper stowed. And you're going to take it back and replace it at the left luggage?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that, because no one should have to have the chance of that not working. So what do you want to do after this? Do you want to continue your observations of the building?
Yeah, Marcel's plan, which he's going to run by Sonia, is to like wait to see if anybody picks it up, and in the meantime, he's going to like send what he found back to Simon.
Okay.
And he's going to point out on that second page, like remember we were talking about sunlight stuff in the shell.
Yeah.
So he was like, on that first paragraph at the bottom, there's a whole sunlight tolerance piece. That's why I think that's what that bottom part means. I think they're trying to find a way to walk in the sun.
But you see, here's the thing. These are the people we're working for that are making this. Or working with, I should say.
Is it?
Yeah, like I said, we followed them. They were transporting people and stuff, and then they landed here. We tracked them from the facility that me and Marcel went to visit, right?
They were doing it very late at night, and it didn't seem to be the official people involved in that who were doing it.
Oh.
So I think you'd have got this from discussion on the way there in the car.
Yeah. Okay. So this might be an inside job. Vampire people working with them.
Especially if they want, I mean, there's a lot of ways to corrupt a person, or just a miserable pile of secrets at the end of the day.
I get that reference.
God, they suck. Not only are they doing like horrible things, they're also like completely compromised. They're both compromised and evil.
They showed you just enough.
Oh, these people suck.
I tried to tell you.
Why do people suck?
Maybe if we all had the light of Raphael to guide us, we'd be better.
I even before I got this ridiculous stick, like, I don't know. I was just a normal person, right? I was a normal person. I wasn't like, a saint, but I wouldn't be like into this stuff. Idiots. They're all idiots. Let's go watch some idiots pick up this stupid bag and whatever.
He gives her like a lot of sympathetic looks, like she's too pure for this world, kind of. Like, God, she's not painfully innocent.
Pure. Just basic fucking. You're an anti like vampire organization who wants to. You do horrible experiments to steal vampire powers for God knows what end, and also your institution is compromised by fucking vampires. Like,
it's a thin line between I hate these things and I'm going to hurt them to finding out that they can give you immortal life and superpowers and wondering what that might be like. It's.
Ugh. All right, should we? I'll watch outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take.
I'm gonna try to. Sorry, I was gonna say I'm gonna try to procure a vehicle in case people with a vehicle pick it up and we need to follow them.
Okay.
Then you keep eyes on it, Sonia.
Steal a car.
Yeah, I'll stand out. I'll be outside St. Pancras, and I'll send Millie in to like have a coffee at some cafe that may be opposite it, and watch for it being picked up.
This is the part where I like hope beyond hope that you guys have seen Ghost Dog.
No, but it's on my list. Literally on my list. I heard about how good it was the other day.
Great movie. He's got a slick device that unlocks cars that he can like boop boop. And then, like the push to start ones, essentially.
This sounds like the kind of thing Felix and Marcel would just have at the ready.
Yeah.
I think it's probably in your bag of tricks and has been for some time.
Yeah, unless you want to roll, which I'm more than happy to do.
I'm considering that, and I was going, is there a roll that would give you any dice at all? Actually, yeah, there is. Let's try manipulation and larceny.
Yeah.
Wow, we're using all of them. Like, just get some animal kin in there, and it would be
a lot of manipulation tonight.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Over here.
You're pushing at the edges. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, gotta make sure I do the difficulty right this time. And I will be using more willpower. Oh my gosh.
If you get another 10, that's going to be a crit. No pressure.
Okay, come on, 10. No, but I did get another 6.
You did get another success. Okay, you have acquired a Micra. A small car. No, not terribly small, but not huge.
I'll take it. What's on the radio?
Everything right now is playing Somebody I Used to Know by Gautier.
Oh god. I turn it off. Immediately start smoking in the interior of the car.
I've been naming these episodes after songs that came out in this year, and the last one was called that because of the revelation Marcel got at the end.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. Okay, you're ready in a car. Sonia is back on the roof. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, and Millie is opposite. There's a cafe, but it's not open, so she's sitting on one of the benches outside. None of you can actually see the left luggage place from where you are because it's inside the station. Okay. Right. Time passes. It gets a lot quieter after about 1 o'clock in the morning. The trains stop running. A lot less traffic on the roads. Many fewer people around, but there's still taxi drivers hanging out, drinking terrible coffee and chatting to each other in various languages.
Do I run out of burrito?
You ran out of burrito a little while ago, but that's okay.
Okay. Set.
In a little while, you'll be able to start picking up breakfast goods again.
Breakfast burrito, baby.
It is a thing. You don't see anyone that looks suspicious coming in or going out of the station in this time, and certainly no one carrying the case that you replaced.
Okay. Well, we have enough context. Hopefully, we can have someone on it 24 hours. On Simon's crew too, maybe.
You could have security keep an eye on things.
All right, we should probably...
I text Seth just saying, "You won't believe the stuff I did to a mirror that had no memories."
Seth text back 3 question marks.
I wish we had a time to like take it on a tour of Great Britain to like all of the famous landmarks or something.
I will explain to Seth later what the hell that meant.
Okay. I'm just checking my various other moving parts.
So I'm gonna like Felix or Marcel is gonna highlight like mentally terms to look up from those letters, and I think like Duskborn's a big one.
Yep.
He thinks he knows what Vitae is, but he wants to double check that one. There's like a couple.
There
of
was possibly a recognizable name at the bottom of the second page, in the last bullet point.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of a big one. I think he'll tell Sonia like it'll make a lot more sense if we can figure out what some of these terms mean.
Yep.
I guess I could. You know what? Seth's up.
Yeah.
I've confirmed that. I could just like text him being like, "Look, don't worry about what I just texted you. Could you look up what these terms mean?" And I'll send him a list of the terms.
We could ask your vampire pals too, maybe.
I don't know. They might figure out that they might be into this.
So maybe not all of them. Maybe ask them what a Duskborn is. That's like the big one.
Good idea.
In the letters. I don't know. That's what stands out to me. What about you?
I'll text the group chat to be like, "Hey, gang, I'm not going to ask them what it is. I'm just going to be like, those Duskborns, am I right?"
There's 3 dots for a while, and then it stops, and then 3 dots appear again, and this repeats a couple of times, and then you get the message saying, "We should meet and talk."
Marcel, I went too far. They want to meet me.
They want to wipe you off the board, is what they want.
I'll just text saying, "Yeah, sure. Where and when?"
You pick. Somewhere safe.
Somewhere I can plant explosives.
Somewhere you can plant explosives, or somewhere they can plant explosives?
Turn to Marcel and say, "Oh wait, Oaxaca's not open."
What about the witch tree? Like where they found the body?
It was in
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
Yeah, you know what? That song. Let's do that. That's not, and that's walkable from here. All right.
It's a fitting circle, right?
Anywhere's walkable if you want to try it.
Yeah.
If you're determined enough.
Yeah.
Let's meet at that tree in Hyde Park.
Oh wow, okay, by the obelisk. Okay. Right, that date is set, and I feel like this is a handy point to stop for this session.
Okay.
And we will pick it up on the next one. With
things are clicking.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're working together again.
Me too.
It's good fun.
Thank you for watching. This has been episode 10 of our Hunt of the Reckoning Chronicle, Whirl and Rush. We'll be picking this up in a couple of weeks. The next game on the channel, I think, is Masks of Nyarlathotep on Saturday. Has anyone got anything else they want to plug? Oh, I should say, do your name, do the introductions. I keep forgetting to do this. So can you say what your name started and what character you were playing? Either way around.
I'm Logan. I was playing Felix Ducat, whose real name is Marcel Duchamp, not the artist. And what do we have going on? Not a lot, but I hear there's going to be a really good We Are in Danger on tonight, if that's not already streaming.
Later, I think.
Later? Okay, I'm definitely checking that out.
Adventures of Lollygagging.
Yeah, super excited for that new genre kit.
And Michelle, have you got anything you want to promote? And also, I should say who you are and who you played.
I'm Michelle. I played Sonia, who is amazing at talking to people. Can't believe the gambit of vampires are real didn't work. Showed them my stick. I told them the situation, and they thought I was the crazy one.
Imagine.
Civilians. Watch Fallout on Sunday, every Sunday till it ends. We're in the final parts. There's stuff going down. I made a mistake though in the last one because I made like 3 kind of puzzle boxy rooms, thinking that the whole group would go into them one at a time, and the group split up and went into them individually, and tackled them all at the same time, which was quite difficult on my end to manage. But I think it went okay.
And might have thrown a RNG generator into the mix as well.
Don't worry, Michelle. You'll kill them all next time.
You changed the destiny of what is arguably, and I would say actually is, a species. Just because the life is electronic doesn't make it any less alive in so many words. Yeah. So yeah, you want to know what the hell we were just talking about? Watch Fallout on Sunday and every Sunday until it ends.
And YouTube is slowly catching up.
Yeah, next Sunday could be the last one, or it could be another like 2 after that. I don't know. It depends what the players do.
And I will just quickly switch to my dashboard so I can press the... I don't know why they don't let me put all the stream management stuff on. I can get to a thing that suggests raids for me, which is magnificent. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Sorry, I do things in the right order. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like or subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow us. It's always nice to have people coming to watch when we play. It helps us out a lot. I am going to switch to the finishing screen and we will do a quick raid. Thank you very much and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.